Hi, I'm Min. I'm today going to have sort of explanation about how our GCP targets can be work on our device and how to scan the right way to play with our algorithm. So welcome our colleague Mark. Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm Mark. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm going to tell you how to use our Cybermap to do the GCP scanning. So as we all know that GCP is used for geo-referenced scanning, and this little circle that is quite useful for us to have a good GCP scanning. So we have a few tips for you how do we have a very good GCP scanning. So first, we have to notice the distance between GCPs cannot exceed 50 meters, and the first GCP between your initialization point that you're starting where you start, that has to be around 10 meters. And other than that, for every GCP, you have to keep still for around 10 seconds. And the range will be within 5 meters, but more than 1 meter. So usually I keep that is 1.5 meters for stand still, holding your device around the GCP for 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Yes.
Otherwise, you cannot detect to have enough points
yes.
to distinguish.
Yes, that's very important. That if you want to have the points inside your GCP target, you have to keep 10 seconds to achieve enough points for you in the later stage. When you calculation, you can select the center of the GCP for the geo-reference scanning and calculation. You have to place your control points in an open, spacious area, no tall buildings alongside, and another point that you have to labeling your control points like 1, 2, 3, 4 just help you to remember the sequence. When you collect your control points, you can remember that any of them might you forgot, and that is very important. And another point that when you do the RTK data collection, you have to usually for us we choose the central point of the control the GCP target. We use this area for the RTK data collection. So we recommend you do the same, like you choose the central point of this plate.
GCP.
Yes, this plate, and then that will help you to find the central point when you do the data processing. And the last, just remember no repeat scanning or duplicate scanning on the same GCP points. Yeah, that is very important for our algorithms for very accurate data processing. And you have to have at least 3 GCP targets for the scan. So, have to at least 3. That is very important.
So no limits.
No limits, yeah.
But there are some bottom lines too.
Yes.
Above.
Yes.
Okay, we got it. Okay, let's go.
Let's do the GCP scanning. We can see that on the ground we have a starting point. So we usually directly above the starting point do the initialization of the device. Okay, now we are going to do the initialization. That's around 20 seconds. Okay, when we see the green light, the initialization is done. We have a short press here. Okay, now we are going to start scanning. So we usually put the first GCP target at 10 meters, 10 meters from the starting point. You can see that the 10 meters away. Okay, now let's go to the first GCP target. Okay, so now we are going to do the we have to stand still here for around 10 seconds that to make sure that we can have enough points from the target. Usually we have to in a range within 5 meters, but more than 1 meter. So I usually keep that is 1.5 meters for the target scanning, and keep that for around 10 seconds. Okay, after 10 seconds, we pass through the target and then go to the next target. Okay, here we are at the second target. To do the same, yeah, within 5 meters, and have to more than 1 meters. So I keep that at 1.5 meters, the same as before, and keep the stand still for another 10 seconds for the. Okay, after 10 seconds, we move to the next target. Okay, here we are. We are at the third target. Do the same. Yeah, 10 seconds. And you can see that among the first three targets, usually the height among them are different. That should very important that we keep the height of the first three targets differ. That will be good for the calculation. And do the same. There, stand still and keep 10 seconds. Okay, it's done. Okay, now we move to the last target. Okay, now we are at the last target. Do the same, 1.5 meters away and keep 10 seconds. And the other things we have to keep the distance between targets have to cannot exceed 50 meters. So we usually do that less than 50 meters. For this experiment, we do that 40 meters around. Okay, 10 seconds on. Okay, now we pop through the target and that's it. Okay, here we can finish. Thank you.
Okay, now we have finished the GCP scanning and come back to the office. And as you can see, that we open the software, and this is a GCP file from the RTK. In this file, you will have some important information about coordinates. Here are the coordinates of GCP points, northing, easting, and height. And you have to make a new text file of those information. Just copy those information and paste. And other than that, you have to make a starting point that is 0, 0, and 0, like this, and then save this file into that data folder. Okay, so here is a data folder, and we can see that this is a GCP file. And then we are going to precise this data. We just drag this data into here. You can see that we select the SLAM colorize in GCP, and that is auto scenario, and go into the advanced setting and just keep all these parameters as default, and then go into the GCP tab, and you have to load the GCP file you just made, load it into here, and then choose the coordinate system. And this one we have WGS84 and China, and this one, choose that one, and you will see that all those data is here. Yeah, that's it. We have set it successfully, and then we are going to start processing. When you do the data processing, you can check that it's a point cloud. When you see, you can check the point cloud size is good enough or not. If that is too small, you can use the menu on the left, that the point size here, you can change it to from 1 to 2, and you can see the point size will be bigger. That will be more visible and easier for you when you do the GCP central point selection. Just move around, have a look, and yeah, you see that. Yes. And usually you have to do this step before GCP selection, so to make sure that the point size is good enough for you to select. Okay, now we are in the middle of the GCP processing. You can see the white line here, that is your trajectory, and then we just zoom in a little bit, and then okay, now we are going to select the center of the GCP target one by one. Now we are double click that, move the center, and then zoom in. Then we select the first point, and then okay, we just left click a little bit to move that around, and see that is in the center of the target. If you're not happy with that one, you just need to choose another one and click here first, and then select the other one like this, and then also same, just double check that is in the center of this point cloud. Okay, just now I finished the first one, then move to the second. Basically do the same thing. Click on the GCP table, and then select the middle central point of the GCP target, and also just move around and see to make sure that it's in the middle. Okay, and then just move on. Select table first, and then okay, and same, just move around to double check that it's in the middle. And now we're going to the last point, last target. Okay. Okay, after selecting all the centers of the GCP target, we move on, select the set, and then the processing will continue. Okay, now we have done all the GCP data processing, and then here is the result of the colorization, and then you can just go through these targets one by one. You can see this is the first one, and this is the second one. This is third one, and this is the last one. Okay, now we are going to save the data.